Hey guys, it's Heather and I am here making bubble scoops. So far I have my sweet chili pepper, I have my cucumber mint, I have curing over here, my fresh tweed, and it's covered in lava salt. I have had a cold, it's why I have not been doing videos or really making anything. I'm doing much better now, which is why I can work now, which is great, right? These are my favorite bubble bars to make. They're really simple. They don't have a lot in them. So it's worth the time that it takes to make them. Now I've already mixed up my colorant and my baking soda, and now I'm going to measure it out and make sure that I have the amount I need. See if I need to add any more baking soda. And make sure that was right. There we go, grams. So that's what this is. I'm using a yellow 6 water-soluble lake dye. Okay. These are going to be really light. Because I want them, they're going to have flowers on the top, and I want the flowers to be what stands out. Okay. I may need to use my bigger measuring cup. Yep. I have new measuring cups. I got them over Christmas. I am happy. Oh, wow, perfect. Awesome. Now I do the colorant and the baking soda first. And this is pre-bloomed is why half of the baking soda is colored and half isn't. But I do it first so that I can run it through the sieve a couple of times and get it well incorporated. There we go. And of course, that was the baking soda. This is my SCI. Sorry about that, guys. Not sure what happened there. And I'm not sure when it stopped, but I've put in my baking soda and my colorant. Now this is my SCI. You have to be careful wearing a mask, because if you're not, this can go airborne and really get in your lungs, and you do not want that. I'm wetting my towel to wipe this down versus, because really it would just spray it and move it around, and you don't want that. You want it to clean up. Next up is my cream of tartar. And I have my measurements written on my cups. Measurements written on my cups. I'm going to have to get more cream of tartar. this is what really makes these hard, and that's what you want, is you want them to be a really hard, really solid scoop once they dry. You can add in kaolin clay, things like that, but you have to be very careful when you add that in, because it can make it too hard to scoop. Okay. And next up, you can use either cocoa bee or you can use laurel bee. Either works. I'm using laurel bee right now, but I actually like cocoa bee a little bit better. I just like the way it behaves better. Laurel bee tends to puff up and grow a bit. Perfect. And cocoa bee does not do that. Okay. Move everything out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in. But they both do the same thing. This will make it a little puffier, and the good thing about it being puffier is that it will adhere, the flowers will adhere to it better. Time to put in my fragrance oil. This is Kismet by Nature's Garden. Or sorry, Nature's Garden. I was looking at my nurture colorant and oops. I am not a patchouli fan, so I am really careful with my patchouli fragrances. But this one I actually kind of enjoy. Now if you look, see it's kind of foaming a bit. You want to go ahead and mix it in. And then I will add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of glycerin. But I want to get this good and mixed in first. And I keep kind of trying to look back and catch just in case you guys make a comment or anything, but I can't always catch it when I'm watching what I'm doing. But you want to make sure all those dry ingredients get mixed in. These are my favorite bubble bars because they solidify quickly, they're fun to make, they're quick, they make really great bubbles. You can make them fit whatever season you're looking for. You can make them fit any design you're hoping to get. Okay. And each small scoop is 1 bath. Okay. Time for my glycerin. And I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon. That tends to be all I need, but I keep it close by just in case. You don't want to over wet it, because if you over wet it, it never fully solidify. But you want it to be soft enough to scoop. And as you can see, because it's got the laurel bee, it's much more sticky and puffy. Whereas with Cocoa Bee, it would be a little bit more solid and not as puffy. And as puffy and battery as it is now, it will get hard really, really fast. So all you have to do, once you get your hands cleaned off, and there are times when I have to just change gloves, which I think I'm going to do now. Spray my hands down with alcohol and start scooping. And you just press when you scoop and drop it down like you would an ice cream ball. Make sure you leave enough space when you're using Laura Pearl betaine for it to expand. But it makes really beautiful scoops. These make a bit bigger scoops than a Cocoa Bee would because of that expansion, but it makes the same size bath or bubbles in the bath. And as you can see, some of it is starting to flake because it's already starting to dry. I scooped up a little bit of my salt there. I want to do that. And as it starts to dry, what you'll do is you'll start compacting it more so that you're getting the same amount in each scoop. Okay. And this should be enough for one last scoop. There we go. And then the next step is for me to put my glove back on and sprinkle my botanicals on top of my scoops. Now, anyone that doesn't like botanicals in their bath, and oddly enough, I'm not the biggest fan of flowers floating in my bath, all you have to do is use a organza bag and pop that in the organza bag before you run it under the water. The organza bag will collect the little flower petals, but you will still have a really pretty and bubbly bath. Yeah. Trying to find some of my whole rosebuds to put on here, or maybe a chamomile flower. Oh, that was a whole rosebud. There we go. And because the mixture is soft, you can put in your flowers. You can also take a container like this as they get a little bit harder. Sprinkle your flowers in the container and dip them, and they will pull up with your petals. But that's not always necessary. Let's see here. Ooh, I like you. There we go. Yeah. Pop that one off. You. But these are some of my favorite bath goodies. And even though I'm not a fan of botanicals floating in my bath, I am a fan of how beautiful they look on bath products. I have some jasmine flowers here. I've got some rosebuds. I've got chamomile flowers. Just to make them super, super pretty. And I think I've got them all covered. Let's see about getting some of my really small bits, and I'm just going to sprinkle them over the top. That way everything has pretty flower dust on it. And they smell lovely. I'm going to take you guys down and let you see what they look like up close. So these are the bubble scoops in Patchouli Rainbow. That is the fresh tweed, cucumber mint, sweet orange chili pepper, and I will be making today the black raspberry vanilla and the chocolate covered strawberry. So, okay, thanks for watching, guys. This is Heather from H&P Artistry, wishing you luck, love, and a great day. Bye, guys.